Rifle season just ended in Missouri, and if you did not fill a tag before the Orange Army went out, you might feel like every deer in the county was shot opening morning. At least that's how it was where I was for deer camp. It felt like there was a shot every minute for 30 minutes right after daylight, and one of them was probably well before legal shooting light. So if you've got tags that are burning holes in your pockets and you want to put some more meat in the freezer, but you're running short on time, maybe the season's about to end, or you are running out of free time, you may need to get a lot more aggressive with your tactics. So in this video, we're going to go over 3 aggressive hunting tactics you might consider using to fill one of those tags and put some meat in the freezer. But before we get into the tips, do me a favor, and if this is your first time on my channel, hit that subscribe button and make sure you hit that bell icon so you can be notified every time I upload a video. And the first aggressive hunting tactic is to tuck in close to bedding, and I mean really close. Now this is a risky tactic. It's so risky that there are a lot of hunters out there that would just advise against this altogether. But if you're running short on time, you might just have to go all in. Hang a stand or sit on the ground right next to a bedding area with that wind in your favor. It's extremely important that the wind is blowing in your face, not just when you're sitting there hunting, but as you're entering the area too. If you're going to hunt these bedding areas in the morning, you need to make sure that you are there extra early. Especially when it's cold, deer will not get back to their beds till just before daylight or right at sunrise. You need to make sure you're settled in well before that. And the second aggressive tactic is you need to find an isolated island of cover. After rifle season, deer are going to be moving into wherever they feel the least amount of hunting pressure. Usually there's some small isolated pockets of cover that's so thick, hunting it is pretty hard. And that's the point. These islands of cover could be a pocket of thick growth in the middle of an ag field, or a bunch of trees in the middle of a native grass field, or it could be an actual island if you hunt around lakes or flooded river bottoms. Find these sanctuaries and you have a good chance of filling a tag. And the third aggressive tactic is to slowly work your way through the thickest cover you can find. This requires quite a bit of skill. Some of these areas can be so thick that you have to literally crawl to get through them. If you are running out of time, whether that's the season or just free time in general, you may have to turn to this high-risk tactic. Slowly work your way through these pockets of thick cover and watch for movement. Don't look for deer. You'll be surprised at how much more you see when you broaden your attention. Move extremely slowly and make sure you're standing still twice as long as you're moving. Make sure that wind is in your face. I always talk about wind direction because it's so important. There's no point in trying to sneak up on a deer when your scent gets there well before you do. And when you find a deer, you can either move in or you can wait for that deer to get up out of its bed or move closer to present you with a shot. So that was 3 aggressive hunting tactics that you can use to fill a late season tag that is burning a hole in your pocket. If you have any more tactics or any more tips to what we've discussed, leave those down in the comments below. Hit that like button if you like this video, share it if you found it helpful, and make sure that you are subscribed so you can stay informed.